In the world of rodeo, two families have dominated the sport like no other, the Etbauers and the Wrights. But when it comes to being the best, who truly reigns supreme? These two legendary families have racked up titles, fame, and unforgettable moments in the arena, but their rivalry has left fans wondering, who takes the crown? Today, we'll dive into the history of both families' rodeo legacies, examining their skills, accomplishments, and impact on the sport to see which family truly stands above the rest. Let's settle this once and for all, starting from the Etbauer Brothers. And if you love these brothers, then consider subscribing to our channel as we get right into their story. The story of the Etbauer brothers started in the rugged hills of South Dakota, where Lyle and Bev Etbauer raised 4 children, Robert, Billy, Wanda, and Danny. The journey began when Robert Etbauer, the eldest brother, caught the eye of rodeo coach Phil Martin. In 1981, Robert headed south to Oklahoma Panhandle State University, where he joined the rodeo team under the guidance of Doc Lynn Gardner. This move would set in motion a series of events that would shape not only the Etbauer family's future, but also the landscape of professional rodeo. While at Panhandle State, Robert met his future wife, Sue Allsworth. After a brief stint in Missouri working with roping horses, the couple returned to Oklahoma. It was here that Robert's younger brother, Danny, joined him on the collegiate rodeo circuit. Together, they helped propel Panhandle State to its highest ever finish at the College National Finals Rodeo in 1986. That same year, Robert formed a fateful partnership with fellow rider Duke Latham. The two decided to test their mettle in the professional ranks, with Deke qualifying for the prestigious National Finals Rodeo. Tragically, Deke's promising career was cut short when he lost his life in a car accident shortly after his NFR debut. The rodeo world, however, had not seen the last of the Etbauer-Latham connection. In 1988, Robert and Danny began traveling together, both qualifying for the NFR that year. The following year, middle brother Billy and Deke's brother Craig Latham joined the group. This marked the beginning of an extraordinary era in rodeo history. For those unfamiliar with the sport, the National Finals Rodeo is the Super Bowl of rodeo. It's a 10-day event featuring the top 15 competitors in each event, battling out for the World Championships and substantial prize money. Qualifying for the NFR is a remarkable achievement in itself, often the culmination of years of hard work and dedication. The Etbauer brothers made history by becoming the first set of 3 brothers to qualify for the NFR in saddle bronc riding in the same year, a feat they would go on to repeat an astonishing 8 more times. This accomplishment speaks volumes about their individual talents and the strength of their familial bond. Saddle bronc riding, often called rodeo's classic event, is a challenging discipline that requires both strength and finesse. Riders must stay atop a bucking horse for 8 seconds, using only a specialized saddle and a single rein for balance. Points are awarded based on the rider's control, the horse's performance, and the overall difficulty of the ride. Robert Etbauer's career reached its pinnacle when he claimed the coveted world champion gold buckle in 1990 and 1991. Over his career, he qualified for the NFR 12 times before retiring in 2002 to support his son Trail's budding high school rodeo career. Robert's legacy in the sport was cemented with his induction into the Pro Rodeo Hall of Fame in 2012 alongside his brother Billy. Billy Etbauer's professional journey was equally impressive, if not more so. He qualified for the NFR an astounding 21 times between 1989 and 2009, claiming the world champion title in saddle bronc riding 5 times in 1992, 1996, 1999, 2000, and 2004. Danny Etbauer, the youngest of the brothers, carved out his own impressive career. He qualified for the NFR 10 times between 1988 and 1997, narrowly missing out on a world title in 1995 when he finished as the reserve world champion. When injuries began to take their toll on him, Danny showcased his versatility by becoming a skilled pickup man. And remember, this crucial role in rodeo involves safely removing riders from bucking horses after their rides. You see, the Etbauer brothers' impact on rodeo extended far beyond their own accomplishments. They became mentors and inspirations to countless aspiring cowboys and cowgirls. Their involvement in the annual Deke Latham Memorial Bronc Riding School, held in memory of their friend and fellow rider, has helped nurture new generations of rodeo talent. This school, which attracts students from across North America and even Europe, is more than just a training ground for aspiring bronc riders. The tuition from this school has played a crucial role in developing rodeo facilities at Panhandle State University, ensuring that future generations of riders have the resources they need to pursue their dreams. The Etbauer legacy in rodeo continues through their children. Trell Etbauer, Robert's son, followed in his father's footsteps, excelling in multiple events and earning the PRCA All-Round Rookie of the Year title in 2008. Shane Etbauer, another of Robert's sons, has also made his mark in the rodeo world, showcasing the family's enduring talent and passion for the sport. While the spotlight often shines brightest on the brothers, it's important to note that the role of their sister, Wanda, and their parents, Lyle and Bev. The entire Etbauer family has been a pillar of support, from those early days of hauling kids to junior rodeos to cheering from the stands at the National Finals Rodeo. Now it's time to shine the spotlight on the Wright Brothers. And if you love them, then click on the subscribe button now so you don't miss out of any of their stories we have coming up for you soon. Now to the Wright Brothers. For over 2 decades, the Wright Brothers have been a dominant force at the National Finals Rodeo, earning them the moniker the Royal Family of Rodeo. The Wright legacy began 6 generations ago when Joseph Wright, an English immigrant, started running cattle on the open ranges of southern Utah. The humble beginnings eventually led to the purchase of 1,200 acres near Zion National Park, establishing the Zion Wright Family Ranch. Since then, each subsequent generation has been raised with their hands in the soil and their heartbeats in the saddle, continuing the family's ranching and farming traditions. At the center of this rodeo dynasty stands Cody Wright, a 2-time Professional Rodeo Cowboy Association's world champion and 2022 Utah Sports Hall of Fame inductee. Cody's journey into the world of saddle bronc riding began in his youth, sparked by an innate passion for the cowboy lifestyle. He cut his teeth at local events, quickly outpacing amateur competitors and making a name for himself in the rodeo circuit. Cody's enthusiasm for the sport was contagious, inspiring his brothers to take up saddle bronc riding as well. In 1998, with the unwavering support of his newlywed wife, Cherie, Cody made the leap into professional rodeo. His skill, determination, and charisma quickly made him a crowd favorite, setting the stage for what would become a family legacy. While Cody was busy conquering the rodeo world, he and Cherie were also building their own family. They purchased a homestead in Milford, Utah, where they raised their 5 children, 4 boys and a girl. Life on the Wright homestead was a blend of typical childhood experiences and the unique demands of a rodeo family. The kids participated in youth sports and local rodeos while also helping to maintain the family farm during Cody's frequent absences on the rodeo trail. Cherie looks back on her children's childhood as a fairly typical one, filled with playing youth sports and participating in rodeo events. She mentions that while their father was away on the rodeo circuit, the kids took on responsibilities at home, helping with the farm. It was a way of life they were used to, blending hard work with fun. One of the most cherished memories for the children, according to Cherie, was their annual trip to the National Finals Rodeo. Each year they would head out to support their dad, which became a highlight of their upbringing. These experiences created a strong bond within the family and left lasting impressions on them. After 15 years of competition, numerous accolades, and his fair share of injuries, Cody announced his semi-retirement, passing the professional reins to his sons. Today, all 4 of the Wright boys, Rusty, Ryder, Stetson, and Statler, are competing and winning on the PRCA Tour. Their sister Lily may not be in the arena, but she plays a crucial role as the family's most ardent supporter. She is truly their biggest fan, Cherie proudly states. Watching the Wright brothers compete shows not only their individual talents, but also the strong family bond they share. Each brother has his own unique style and strengths in the arena, which leads to a friendly yet intensive rivalry. As Cherie puts it, they are all highly competitive in their own ways, always aiming to be the best at what they do. Despite this, she emphasizes that the brothers are incredibly supportive of one another and genuinely enjoy seeing each other succeed. However, once they step into an event, the drive to win takes over, and each one is determined to come out on top. This family rivalry reached new heights in 2016 when Cody, Rusty, and Ryder made history as the first father and 2 sons to compete in the same event at the Wrangler NFR. The trio went head-to-head in the saddle bronc riding rounds, with Rusty placing 13th, Ryder 12th, and Cody posing an incredible 90.5 out of 100 on his final ride to capture 9th place. The Wright brothers' collective achievements have made them the most celebrated siblings in PRCA history. Their accolades are numerous and impressive. Rusty claimed the 2014 PRCA Rookie of the Year title. Ryder became the youngest bronc riding world champion in the sport's history in 2017. In 2022, Stetson was ranked number 1 in both bronc riding and bull riding, shattering the record for most money earned in a single season. Statler, the youngest, made his mark in 2023 by winning the Oakley Rodeo Championship and becoming the first Wright to take home the revered silver spurs from the Reno Rodeo. Life on the rodeo circuit means the Wright brothers spend a significant amount of time on the road, often in trucks or hotel rooms. Despite the grueling schedule, they have found ways to maintain their individual interest. Rusty is known to immerse himself in crime thrillers during downtime, while Statler enjoys watching classic Western films. The brothers' ability to enjoy each other's company makes their extensive travel more bearable. As Stetson humorously puts it, "I like being on the road because I like to bother the heck out of Ryder." When they are not competing, the Wright brothers return to their roots in Utah. They split their time between training in the arena and helping out at the family ranch. Zion Wright Family Ranch, run by Cody's parents, Bill and Evelyn, is open to the public for camping, glamping, and horseback riding experiences. The entire Wright clan, including children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren, pitch in when they can, maintaining their deep connection to the land and their family heritage. Outside of rodeo, each Wright brother has cultivated his own interest. Statler has taken up golf, while Rusty is an avid snowboarder. During their high school years, Ryder excelled in football and baseball, and Stetson was a wrestler. These diverse interests show the brothers' individuality, showcasing that they are more than just rodeo champions. Despite their differences, there's one thing all the Wright brothers agree on without hesitation: their admiration for their father Cody. He is their hero, Cherie confirms, but Cody's influence extends far beyond his immediate family. Countless cowboys and cowgirls look up to him and the entire Wright family as role models in the sport. The Wrights' impact on rodeo is evident even in their hometown of Milford, Utah, where a sign welcomes visitors to the home of the world champion saddle bronc riders. This local pride is proof of the family's achievements and their role in putting their small southern Utah town on the map. Now the big question: who is the best? You see, the Etbauer Brothers rose to prominence in the late 1980s and dominated through the 1990s. Their consistency and longevity in the sport are remarkable. Billy Etbauer, in particular, set a high bar with 21 consecutive National Finals rodeo qualifications from 1989 to 2009. He claimed 5 world championships during this period. Robert and Danny were not far behind, with 12 and 10 NFR qualifications respectively. The Etbauer's era was characterized by their reliability and calculated approach to bronc riding. In contrast, the Wright family, led by patriarch Cody Wright and continued through his sons, represents a more recent dominance that began in the early 2000s and continues to this day. Cody himself is a 2-time world champion, but it's the collective achievement of the Wright brothers, Rusty, Ryder, Stetson, and Statler, that has truly set them apart. Their simultaneous presence at the top levels of the sport is unprecedented, with all 4 brothers consistently qualifying for the NFR in recent years. Stetson Wright, in particular, has shown remarkable versatility, excelling in both saddle bronc and bull riding, a rare feat in modern rodeo. The influence of these families on the world of rodeo extends beyond their individual accomplishments. The Etbauers were instrumental in elevating the profile of saddle bronc riding during the time when bull riding was gaining significant popularity. Their technical proficiency and consistent performances helped maintain interest in what is often called rodeo's classic event. They also played a crucial role in mentoring the next generation of riders through their involvement in bronc riding schools. The Wrights, on the other hand, have brought rodeo into the modern spotlight. Their dominance coincides with the rise of social media and increased media coverage of rodeo events. This has allowed them to build a larger public profile and attract new fans to the sport. The Wright brothers' daring riding style and their ability to consistently post high scores have made saddle bronc riding more exciting and accessible to casual viewers. When it comes to riding style, there are notable differences between the two families. The Etbauers are known for their classic, technically sound approach to bronc riding. Billy Etbauer, in particular, was renowned for his textbook form and ability to make even the most difficult broncs look easy to ride. As a rodeo announcer, Bob Tallman once said, Billy could ride a bronc in a phone booth and never touch the sides. The Wrights, who are also technically proficient, are known for a more aggressive and flashy style. They are willing to take risks to achieve higher scores, often spurring with more abandon and pushing the limits of control. This style has led to some spectacular rides, but also occasional spectacular buck-offs. As world champion saddle bronc rider Taos Muncie noted, the Wrights ride with a fearlessness that's changed the game. They're not afraid to go for broke on every ride. Additionally, the media presence and popularity of these two families reflects eras in which they competed. The Etbauers were stars in a pre-digital age where their fame was built primarily through their performances and word of mouth within the rodeo community. They were household names among rodeo fans and didn't have the same level of mainstream recognition that top rodeo athletes enjoy today. The Wrights, by contrast, have risen to prominence in an age of social media and increased digital coverage of rodeo. They have large followings on platforms like Instagram and TikTok, where they share behind-the-scenes glimpses of their lives on and off the rodeo circuit. This increased visibility has helped them build a broader fan base and bring new attention to the sport. But if there's one thing we will all agree on, it's the fact that both families are known for their fierce competitiveness combined with strong family support. Like we mentioned, the Etbauer brothers made history by being the first set of 3 brothers to qualify for the NFR in the same event in the same year, a feat they repeated multiple times. Despite competing against each other, they were known for their mutual support and camaraderie. Similarly, the Wright brothers, while all vying for the same titles, are each other's biggest supporters. This was evident in 2016 when Cody Wright competed alongside his sons Rusty and Ryder at the NFR. The Etbauers and Wrights have also contributed to the sport beyond their own performances. The Etbauer brothers have been instrumental in organizing and running the Deke Latham Memorial Bronc Riding School, helping to ensure new talent in the sport. The Wrights, meanwhile, have leveraged their popularity to bring new attention to rodeo, helping secure sportsmanship and media coverage that benefit the entire sport. Ultimately, comparing the Etbauer brothers and the Wright family is a complex task that goes beyond simply tallying up championships or NFR qualifications. Each family has defined an era in rodeo, bringing their own style, influence, and contributions to the sport. The Etbauers set the standard for excellence and consistency in saddle bronc riding through the 90s and early 2000s, paving the way for future generations. The Wrights, on the other hand, have taken that foundation and built upon it, bringing new excitement and attention to the sport in the modern era. In the end, both the Etbauers and the Wrights have left a lasting mark on rodeo, and the answer to who is best is ultimately up to the fans. What is undeniable is that both families have elevated the sport of rodeo, inspired countless young cowboys and cowgirls, and ensured that the legacy of saddle bronc riding remains strong well into the 21st century. Their combined impact on rodeo is immeasurable, and the sport is richer for having witnessed the excellence of both these remarkable families. Now, over to you, the fans. Who is truly the best? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section, and if you've not already done so, please consider subscribing to our channel. Your support allows us to continue bringing fascinating stories of rodeo legends and the rich history of this uniquely American sport.